This year marked the 100th birthday of Sidney Lumet. Sidney Lumet has directed a lot of films that have been talked about and are remembered, like Network, Dog Day Afternoon, Serpico, Before the Devil Knows You're Dead, and just so many others. But there's one film of his that I've always wanted to see, and one that a lot of people consider to be one of the greatest films ever made. That is his directorial debut film, 12 Angry Men. And when I finished this movie, the first thought that came to my mind was, I wish Sidney Lumet was still alive and just making incredible movies like this all the time. 12 Angry Men just has the sauce everywhere in this movie. Like, it has such a tightly written screenplay. It has such memorable performances, a really intriguing setting. The jurors in this movie are just really entertaining to watch. Like, Henry Fonda gives such a great performance in here. Like, he really had me convinced that this person was not guilty. And all the other jurors were also just really entertaining to watch, and just seeing their opinions and views change as the film goes on. And it really felt really natural. For the most part, anyway. I'll get to my one critique here in a bit. The cinematography is also just great. There's this one long take that happens as the credits are going, and it's just such a great way of establishing these characters. And especially with just this room, like just being mostly set in this one room for the entire film, they were able to just really give off some great blocking, staging, and lighting throughout. Like there's some shots that really stick to mind, and one of those was when the jurors, most of them are standing up, some are sitting down, and man, what an incredible shot that is. I was just like wowed when I first saw that, like, whoa. There are also some other moments that I really like when Henry Fonda pulls out a knife and just stabs it on the table, seeing the other people kind of examine other things like how the knife would have been stabbed, and testing out like if the old man would have walked in that amount of seconds. Like, the way they present these little facts is just so good. But I will say that my one teensy little problem is that when the last juror talks about how he's not guilty, it felt just kind of a bit rushed, whereas all the others really felt like natural progressions into thinking, maybe this person isn't guilty. I don't know, that was the one part where it kind of felt a bit, I don't know. But like everything else was fantastic. Everything else was like expertly presented. Just like, what a fantastic directing debut. And yeah, courtroom dramas are just awesome. These jurors really do give off such really convincing debates throughout the film. Now, I myself am not very well experienced in debate, despite taking a bit of like some debate things in some classes. So we're now going to listen to someone else's thoughts about the film who's really well expert in debating. Take it away, Thade.
Thank you for the introduction, Mr. Goldston. Forgive me for a second. These eyeglasses can be quite annoying sometimes. Anyway, 12 Angry Men. In my opinion, it's a perfect movie. From the screenplay to the acting to the directing, I think top to bottom, it's one of the best films ever made. The fact that a movie that takes place solely within like a juror's room the entire time with just people talking and it's engaging the whole time, that's a huge accomplishment in directing, acting, in every single sense of the word for filmmaking. 12 Angry Men is one of the classic films that everyone needs to watch. It shows why debate is so important, why people should actually pay attention to their civic duties in the United States. Whenever someone's life is potentially on the line and you're like a juror getting to decide someone's fate, you need to think about that decision. This movie kind of shows that. Henry Fonda, he's amazing as one of the jurors. Him kind of like seeding doubt within the other jurors throughout the movie is really interesting to see. As the film goes on, all the other jurors start changing their vote, and by the end, all of them end up acquitting the supposed murderer. It's a very like interesting way that goes about, and the way that it pays off in the end is just amazing. The acting by him was great. I thought juror number 4, the guy with the glasses that I was kind of referencing, he was great in the movie. In my opinion, he was kind of one of the OG Sigma males. He was actually kind of Sigma in the movie. Even he, though, at the end, he realized, like, oh, wait a second, this guy's not... There's too much doubt involved with this. It really does show that with debate, with arguing, it can actually be very important. People can make good points that can change people's mind, and you need to be paying attention to what you're doing. You have a civic duty. If you're going to be a juror in the United States, you need to pay attention. And if there's any doubt in your mind about something, you can't acquit somebody and send them to the electric chair or kill them for it. So 12 Angry Men, just like Luke said, it's an amazing film, a perfect film in my opinion. Everyone should watch it. The acting is great, and for a directorial debut, this is one of the best, maybe of all time. I don't know if there's a director that's come out with this amazing of a film on their first try, so that's amazing as well. 5 out of 5 stars, 10 out of 10. Just a classic movie. Signing out, guys. Peace.